Welcome to Family Health Desk. There's a nutrient sitting in your fridge right now that scientists just linked to slower brain aging, and it's not what you'd expect. There's a nutrient sitting in your fridge right now, in your orange juice, your strawberries, your bell peppers, that scientists just linked to something much bigger than fighting colds. A brand new brain imaging study on over 2,000 older adults found that people with low vitamin C in their blood had smaller, less connected brains than people with healthy levels. Today, we're breaking down what this research actually shows, what it doesn't, and what it means for your family's plates. This is Family Health Desk. Brain aging isn't just an old age problem, it's a slow process that starts decades before anyone notices a memory slip. And one of the most active areas of nutrition science right now is figuring out which everyday nutrients actually slow that process down. Vitamin C keeps coming up, not as a miracle pill, not as a supplement you need to buy, but as something your brain appears to depend on more than most people realize. So let's look at the actual science. In mid-2026, researchers from Hirosaki University in Japan published a study that got a lot of attention, and for good reason. They looked at brain MRI scans and blood samples from over 2,000 adults, all over the age of 64. Here's what they measured. First, gray matter volume. That's the brain tissue responsible for memory, movement, and emotional processing. As we age, we naturally lose some of it. Second, they looked at something called the default mode network, or DMN, a set of connected brain regions involved in memory, self-reflection, and attention. This network tends to weaken in people with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and even depression. The finding, people with lower vitamin C levels in their blood consistently had less gray matter volume and weaker connectivity within that memory-related brain network. People with higher vitamin C levels had better preserved brain structure across the board. The lead researcher was careful about how he framed it. He said this generates the exciting hypothesis that a vitamin C-rich diet might help protect the brain as we age, but he stopped short of saying vitamin C causes better brain health. That distinction matters, and we'll come back to it. Here's why scientists are taking this seriously. This isn't an isolated result. A large U.S. study using National Health Survey data found that people who consumed more vitamin C through their diet tended to score better on memory and cognitive tests, especially in older adults. Researchers have also found that a specific gene variant linked to higher Alzheimer's risk, called APOE4, seems to cause less harm in women who have higher vitamin C levels in their blood. Put together, you've got studies measuring vitamin C through blood tests, through food diaries, and through brain scans, and they keep pointing in the same direction. That kind of consistency across different research methods is what makes scientists pay attention. This is the part most people skip past, but it's actually the most interesting piece. Vitamin C isn't just an immune booster, it plays a direct, physical role inside the brain. First, it's a powerful antioxidant. Your brain uses roughly 20% of your body's oxygen, which means it also produces a lot of oxidative byproducts, essentially cellular exhaust that can damage neurons over time. Vitamin C helps mop that up. Second, vitamin C is required to make two key brain chemicals, dopamine and norepinephrine. These aren't just feel-good chemicals, they're central to focus, motivation, and processing speed. Third, and this is a newer area of research, vitamin C appears to help regulate the blood-brain barrier, the protective filter that decides what gets into your brain and what doesn't. Some early research even suggests it may help reduce buildup of amyloid protein, the substance associated with Alzheimer's disease. So this isn't a case of antioxidants are good for you, therefore vitamin C is good for your brain. There are specific, testable biological mechanisms here. Now, the honest part of this story, because that's what we do here, these are what researchers call observational studies. They show a strong association between vitamin C levels and brain health, but they can't prove that vitamin C alone causes better brain aging. It's possible that people with higher vitamin C levels also eat more fruits and vegetables overall, exercise more, smoke less, or have better access to healthcare, and any of those factors could be doing some of the work. The researchers themselves said the same thing. This needs to be confirmed with long-term studies that track people over years and with more diverse populations, since this study focused on older adults in Japan. So the honest headline isn't vitamin C prevents dementia. It's healthy vitamin C levels are consistently linked to a healthier-looking brain, and there are real biological reasons why that might be true. So what do you actually do with this information? You don't need a supplement bottle. Vitamin C is one of the easiest nutrients to get enough of through food, and whole food sources come with fiber and other nutrients that work alongside it, something a pill can't replicate. A few standouts. Red bell peppers actually contain more vitamin C per serving than oranges. Strawberries, kiwi, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts are all excellent sources, and here's a kitchen tip worth knowing. Vitamin C breaks down with heat, so lightly steaming vegetables instead of boiling them preserves more of it. For most healthy adults, getting 2 to 3 servings of vitamin C-rich fruits or vegetables a day comfortably covers your needs. This isn't about maximizing one nutrient. It's about consistency over years, since brain aging is a decades-long process, not something that changes overnight. It's worth zooming out here. No single nutrient is going to make or break your brain health. Vitamin C is one piece of a much larger picture that includes sleep, physical activity, blood pressure management, and mental engagement. But it's a genuinely useful piece, because unlike a lot of brain health trends, this one is backed by mechanisms scientists actually understand, is essentially free if you're eating a varied diet, and carries none of the risk or expense of a supplement regimen. The science on vitamin C and brain aging is still developing, but the patterns showing up across genetics research, national health surveys, and now detailed brain imaging is hard to ignore. Whatever else is going on, keeping vitamin C-rich foods on your family's plate is a low-cost, low-risk habit with a plausible payoff for long-term brain health. If you found this useful, subscribe for more medical facts your family can actually understand. No scare tactics, no supplement pitches, just the evidence. See you in the next one.